oxygen mask. Secure your own oxygen mask. Good evening, good evening,
good evening. Listen, I need you to remember to secure your own oxygen mask. This is your vitamin M for tonight. For the next 15 minutes, we are going to be together so that you can recharge, so that you can plug in and get the recharge that you need to live your best life on this next week. Secure your own oxygen mask. Secure your own oxygen mask. I know you have heard this before. This is not anything that is new. But when you board a plane, when you begin to board the plane and you get on and you sit down and you put your seatbelt on and we are getting ready to take off, what does the flight attendant tell you? What instructions does the flight attendant give you? And the flight attendant says,
in the event of an emergency, oxygen mask will drop from the overhead compartment. Please secure your own oxygen mask before assisting others.
I'm going to say that again. In the event of an emergency, oxygen mask will drop from the overhead compartments. Please secure your oxygen mask before assisting others. Secure your own oxygen mask. Secure your own oxygen mask. Even when you are in a flight, they tell you to secure your own oxygen mask. Why do you think that they say that? They say that because in the event of an emergency, you cannot help anybody else until you assist yourself. I need you to secure your own oxygen mask in your life. The same thing applies. You cannot help the person beside you until you secure your own oxygen mask. Secure your own oxygen mask. Secure your own oxygen mask. I need you to put it on your own face. Secure your own oxygen mask. Listen, I am your mindset coach on tonight. This is about a mindset. This is about a mindset. This is about a mindset. Board the plane. This is the vitamin M, and we are trying to go somewhere. You have greatness within you. You have the audacity to be great. You have the audacity to be great. You are living beyond your comfort zone. And to activate these things, you have to secure your own oxygen mask. They did not tell you to go and worry about others. They didn't say put the oxygen mask on your baby, put it on your infant, put it on your husband, put it on your mama, put it on your daddy, put it on the person that you don't know. No, they gave you specific instructions that in case of an emergency, the oxygen mask from the overhead compartment are going to drop down. I need you to secure your own oxygen mask first, and then you can go out and begin to help the people. We must begin to think about yourself and our own well-being. You have to think about yourself and your own well-being before you think about the well-being of others. See, the problem is we're out here securing the oxygen mask and we're putting it on everybody else. You put it on all the other people that are around you, but you're broken, you're hurt, you're not rested, you haven't secured your own mask. You can't breathe, you're drowning in doubt, you're drowning in fear, you're drowning in procrastination, you're drowning in low self-esteem, you're drowning in lack of confidence. I need you to secure your own oxygen mask. You need to take a rest for yourself before you have an L in your own life, before you have a loss in your own life. I need you to secure your own oxygen mask first. That means take care of you first before you go and worry about everybody else. Before you go sweep around somebody else's front door, sweep around your own, clean up your own house, clean up your own life. Get the plank out of your eye before you go and try to take the plank out of somebody else's eye. Take a rest. Look out for yourself. Think about you. Are you healed? Are you healing? Are you in the healing process? Are you working? Are you doing what you need to do in your own life before you go and give instructions to everybody else? Put on your own oxygen mask. Put on your own oxygen mask. Do this one for yourself in case of an emergency, in case the cabin pressure begins to get low, before turbulence comes in your life, before the pressure comes in your mind, before the cabin pressure begins to sit on your chest, before things go wrong in your life, secure your own oxygen mask. It is important for you to take care of yourself, of your mental health, of your well-being. You need to go see the doctor to make sure that you need to go have your yearly checkup. You need to go to the dentist to make sure that, listen, your pearly whites are doing well. You need to go. Sometimes you just need to sit with yourself. Securing your own mask is not being selfish. It's being a steward. It's not about being selfish. This is stewardship because God has given you a dream. God has activated some things within you, and He cannot use you to the fullest because you are at a place of brokenness. You are at a place of tiredness. You are so tired. You can't create. You can't be and do what you need to do because you are exhausted. You need to take a pause. Secure your oxygen mask. I paused there for a reason. I paused there for a purpose. It was an opportunity to get you to stop. It was an opportunity to get you to slow down. That's why we're slowing down tonight. Secure your own oxygen mask. 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 Thinking about you isn't selfish, it's stewardship. This has been a good steward over my life. It is making sure that I am healing and that I am healed before I go out and spill my insecurities on others. Because where I have doubt, I may project that doubt on other people. And I don't want to project my doubt and my insecurities on you. So I want to make sure that I'm checking myself before I come and check you. They say, and sometimes you say back in the day, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because see, when we don't secure our own mask, we go out and hurt. At times we can go out and hurt other people, and then our feelings get hurt when people are not willing to take our advice, when they're not willing to do what we want them to do, because we need to secure our own oxygen mask. So many of us spend so much time and energy helping, giving, fixing, and showing up for everybody else, but we forget to care and help, fix, show up for you. Are you showing up for yourself? Are you keeping the commitment to yourself? What about the commitment you made to yourself? Did you keep your own commitment? Did you keep your own appointment? When you said I'm going to go take a nap, did you go take the nap? When you said I'm going to spend the day relaxing, did you spend the day relaxing? Did you go have a facial? Did you go have a pedicure? Did you read the book? Did you sit and binge watch, or did you sit in silence? What does that self-care look like for you? What did you put on your own oxygen mask? Did you secure your own oxygen mask before you went and put mask on everybody else? You cannot lead effectively, love deeply, or serve others wholeheartedly if you don't put on your own oxygen mask. You can't be there for others if you're not there for yourself. We cannot be there for others. I cannot be there for you if I'm not showing up for me. I have to take my own vitamin M. I have to remember I have to do the same thing. Before I can serve you, before I can be your mindset coach, before I can encourage you, I have to encourage myself. I have to tell myself that I'm worthy, that I am worthy, that I deserve to be in this room, that my voice is needed before I can tell you that your voice is needed. Because I teach to learn. So we're never healed. We're in the healing process. I'm putting on my own oxygen mask. I am securing the way for myself so that I can lead boldly, so that I can serve, so that I'm able to serve from a place of healing, a place of wholeness. Because it's not selfish, it's stewardship. I keep saying that it's not selfish to think about yourself, it's stewardship. It is taking care of what God has blessed you with. God has blessed you with this temple, it's taking care of the temple. When I'm securing my own oxygen mask, I'm taking the time to rest, the time to pray, the time to reflect, the time to journal, so that I know the areas that I need to continue to work on, so that I know the areas where I am weak, so that I am preparing myself to live outside of my comfort zone. See, it prepares me to serve from a place of strength, not from a place of weakness. Not from a place of desperation, but from a place of strength, from a place of I can tell you, I can share with you and tell you what to do. I can begin to tell you the pitfalls. That's when you serve. That's when you are serving from a place of wholeness, when you are securing your own oxygen mask. See, grace is all. So you gotta, and we talked about that grace and gratitude. You got to give yourself the grace, because grace is your oxygen. When you give yourself grace, when you extend to yourself the grace to say that I can make mistakes, that I also mess up, or that the grace to say that just not today, the grace to say, you know what, I need to sit this one out, I need to stay home. That is extending grace to yourself. That when it feels heavy, that you keep on breathing. That's grace. It's grace to tell myself that it's okay. It's grace to it's grace. I have to extend myself grace when I'm putting on my oxygen mask. I'm also understanding that as I extend grace to others, I have to do that same thing for myself. Grace is giving myself permission to pause and to stop. Grace is giving myself grace for it didn't go as planned, but I'm okay with it. See, grace is to give yourself credit for what you have done, for whatever the outcome is. Whatever the outcome is, that's extending grace to myself, because see, I do that for others. See, I will have grace for you and your outcome and say, it's okay. We can work through this, and I'll help you come up with a solution. But I will put myself inside of a box and tell myself, well, maybe not, you didn't get this done. No, grace is saying whatever I completed today, all is well. It was within, it was within the plan. I had the right to pause. It's giving myself permission to be okay with pausing, to give myself permission that if I fail, but what did I learn from it? Grace is I don't have to have it all together. That's putting on your own oxygen mask. Putting it on your own oxygen mask is a different type of mindset, because it is giving myself grace. It is also knowing that I can't pour from an empty cup. That when I am depleted, that when I don't have anything else left to give, I can't give. What's not there isn't there. You cannot give from an empty cup. You cannot give from an empty cup. I have to give from a cup of wholeness. I have to extend grace to myself, and I have to know that when it is time to refill before you rescue. I can't rescue you without refilling myself, without pouring back into myself. So I have to go and sit in silence and read a book. I have to go and just be quiet. I have to go to the conference. I have to go and learn from people that I know or at a higher level than I am so that I learn, so that I can refill myself before I go in to help other people. The best version of you, the one that you are familiar with, your students, your team, and your community is the whole version of you. That's the one that you need. You need the whole version of me, not the half-hearted version of me. But I'm not, and you have to be able to say to yourself that I'm not quitting. I'm just catching my breath. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving out. I'm not giving in, but I'm just catching my breath. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up. You're not quitting. You're just giving yourself the opportunity to breathe again, breathe again, dream again. Putting on your own oxygen mask is to refill myself before I rescue. It is to extend grace to myself. It is to know that I cannot give from an empty cup, and not just know it, but be okay with it. Be okay with knowing that I cannot give what I don't have. Stop giving what you don't have. Stop giving your last. You are empty and you need to be refilled. And how do I refill? I refill by putting on my own oxygen mask. I refill by plugging into the vitamin M. I refill by giving myself time to pray, time to rest, time to reflect, time to recharge. Because I cannot give from an empty cup. I have to extend myself grace to know that everything is not going to be perfect, but it's all going to work out in perfect timing. And that I have to refill before I rescue, because I'm not quitting. I'm just catching my breath. I'm just catching my breath. I'm not stopping. I'm just going, let me get my second wind so that I can continue to go. What do I want you to remember tonight? That self-care is not selfish, that grace is the breath beneath your wings, and that you cannot save others if you're struggling yourself. If you are struggling yourself, you cannot save others. Grace is the wind beneath your wings, and self-care isn't selfish, it's survival. If you want to survive, you've got to take care of yourself. Secure your own oxygen mask. You're not quitting, you're just catching your breath. I'm giving myself permission. When I put on my own oxygen mask, I'm giving myself permission to rest, to reset, and to refocus. When I'm putting on my own oxygen mask, you are giving yourself permission to reset, to rest, and to refocus. That's what you're giving yourself permission. You're giving yourself permission to do. That when I'm securing my own oxygen, when I fall short, because I will fall short, it's okay. It's okay to fall short, because I am just catching my breath.
Secure your own oxygen mask.
Book Marchelle for your next event. Join the Sterling Inner Circle today. Please visit our website at www.marchellesterling.com.